Hello, all you beautiful people. Welcome to the Sedro Woolley Rotary Club, the greatest club in the... Eric, we have an invocation?
Yes, bow your heads, please. Lord God, as Rotarians, help us always to be patient and kind. Help us not to be boastful, envious, or proud. Protect us from being rude, self-seeking, or easily angered. Teach us not to keep records of wrongs or to delight in evil, but show us the benefits of dealing in the truth. Inspire us to spread peace, hope, perseverance, and helping mankind in our community and throughout the world. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And Mr. Sorstad, we have a song.
Yes, we do. And it's a very special day today. Third Thursday of the month, we do anniversaries. And I think we have a couple. Is that right, Yulia? I see a couple roses there. Now, whether or not the spouses showed up is the other story, right? That's okay. We'll sing Let Me Call You Sweetheart anyway. All right, here we go. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love lights glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
Thank you, Keith. Do we have any visiting Rotarians? How about guests of Rotarians? I see a few. Let's get that woman a mic.
So we have a couple people from the city, and they're very prestigious people, and I am very honored to have them here. That is Mark Freiberger, who is our Public Works Director, and Nathan Salsina, who is the manager of our Public Works. So thank you.
Welcome.
I brought my lovely wife Jan today. She wants to see the dedication here, so joined in.
Hi, Jan.
And I brought Councilmember Chuck Owen today so he could join in on the festivities as well.
Welcome, Chuck. Do we have any more? Yes. All right. Well, welcome. At 12:30, we're going to go outside for the park dedication. So if we have to stop abruptly, that's why. But I'll just quickly go through the club business. We had the salmon barbecue. Thank you, Josh and crew. It was delicious. The weather was great. Thank you for ordering all of that good stuff. Second, the Helping Hands Food Bank is still looking for volunteers. I haven't told Becky yet, but I plan to be there. So we just need like 9 more people, right? 7. Great. So if you're interested in helping at the leaders event on next Saturday morning, let Becky know.
11:30, so it's pretty quick.
Beautiful. All right. I hope to see you guys there, at least 7 more of you. And then also we need to start thinking about nominations. I know that June is really far away, but we will begin the nominations process in October for choosing the next 3 directors and our president-elect, and any other positions that are vacant. Carl? President-elect nominee, yes. Thank you. You guys knew what I meant. Okay. Any other club business or announcements? No. we're going to move on to anniversaries then.
And happy anniversaries to our special couples who have been together for a number of years. And we have 3 couples in the month of September. We have Neil and Marsha on September 12th, who were not able to make it, but we wish them a very happy anniversary month anyway, special event. And we have Brian and Carrie on September 16th, and I'm not seeing Brian, even though he tried to plan to be here. Brian Ronk. Am I pronouncing it well, Christine? Because before she heard me as pronouncing Brian Long, and she was wondering who that person might be. We're not seeing Brian. Brian and Carrie, we wish you a very happy anniversary wherever you are. And Keith and Wen are actually here, and theirs is still coming on September 26th, if I'm not, am I correct on that? Would you please say a couple of words?
Go ahead and stand up, honey. So one good thing about being in Rotary is I forget my anniversary a lot less now, thanks to Yulia, because I think I forgot about the first 10 years in a row. Wen and I have been married 36 years. I met her when I was in flight school in Pensacola, and she was a foreign student at the University of West Florida. And 36 years. So people ask me all the time, you know, what the key is. No, nobody ever asked me that. But if they did, I guess some people would use the word dedication, but the truth is we're a lot alike, and we're both stubborn and not willing to give up. So I think we're just hitting our stride, and we're looking forward to another decade or so, at least, right? You keeping me? Thanks.
Beautiful roses. Thank you so very much. I guess they're both keeping each other. And guess what? We have the representative of the other couple just arrived.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to say anything in particular. My wife and I, Carrie, we just spent our 17th anniversary together. Got to go out to the Post Hotel in Leavenworth. If you haven't been there yet, highly recommend it. It's incredible. We have 4 children. Is there something else I'm supposed to say? I still love her. She's awesome. She's cool. She's the coolest person I've ever met in my life, and I'm glad I married her. So I would love to take this to her. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. And that concludes our anniversaries.
Well, we have a couple minutes, so I think we could squeeze a raffle in here.
Just to let you all know too, there's a special item here for the raffle. There is a fillet of silver salmon that Louis just caught, never been frozen, so it's fresh out of the river. So someone might want to nab that first.
Number 55. 55. Oh, that was easy. 58. 58. And 75. Do we do one more? Because we got 2 more things. 74. Let's do one more, but they have to pick the one last thing. They didn't get like. He gets the beer. And we don't have any, so it's just. All right, that's it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
All right, so we have another special surprise. Besides the filet we had there, Louis brought two more that are also freshly caught, and we're gonna auction those off.
If you weren't successful at the raffle and missed the filet that Eric got, one of them I caught night before last, these two this morning. And all three of them were never frozen, so they're fillets of silver salmon. We've done this before to increase our social coffers, so to speak. So I'm going to have Chad auction the first one off.
Well, let's start the bidding at $20. We got 50. Going once, going twice, sold for 50.
Oh.
Well, we have another one. 60. All right, anybody beat 60 for the second one? We're on a time crunch anyways. All right, sold.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for making this happen. It's been a wonderful partnership between the city and Rotary to be able to complete so many projects. I've been mayor for 6 years, and in that 6 years, I've seen the completion of Olmsted Park, which was started actually by Mayor Anderson. We also have Olmsted Park. No, Olmsted Park is the one that you and I started. Hauser Park, Winnie Hauser Park is the one that was Mayor Anderson. So we have Olmsted Park, Winnie Hauser, Memorial Park, and waiting in the background is Reed Street Park, which is coming up. We're hoping that we'll be able to do that within the next 5-10 years. But anyway, I cannot thank enough the people that we have that work at Sedro Woolley, the people who make it happen. It takes a team, it really does, and we have an amazing team. More than that, we have an extraordinary public works department. And so I want to give a huge thanks because without the design, without the bringing in the money, doing the funding, getting the grants, organizing everything that needs to happen, it would not happen without our Public Works Director, Mark Freiberger. And I also want to extend a huge thanks to Nathan Salsina and his team because they have, when you look around these parks, they're all over it. They're the ones who have done the buildings. They have put up the equipment. They have maintained the yards. They are the ones who replace and restore memorials. They are the people who give us pride in what our parks are all about. So I want to thank all of them. Nathan and your team, you're extraordinary, you really are. So I don't want to take too much time. I want to pass this off to Mark. He's going to speak for a little bit. I think Nathan's going to speak for a little bit, and then we'll do the ribbon cutting.
Thank you, Mayor. Nathan, if you would like to come up and do this a little bit, and then I'll.
Do what?
I know you had a few words to say.
Oh, yeah. So I just wanted to thank some folks that helped us put this whole thing together. I'm not sure who all made it here today. We invited our design team and all of our contractors. And my crew is very shy. I don't think any of them made it today, except for Ken and Donna, who are our on-site caretakers. I saw them back there somewhere. But there he is. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to our design team, Patricia and Susan with Pacific Landscape Architecture. Are you guys here? I don't think they made it. Danielle with Wilson Engineering. I know she's here. Thank you to Danielle. There. So let's see. And our contractors, April, Dustin, Eric, Alyssa, and Kevin with Northwest Playground Equipment, Dan, Robbie, and Andrew with Weiser Construction, P&P Excavation, Discount Fence, and Pacific Peaks Hydro Seeding. And I just want to thank Mark for all his help with this, Julie in the office for putting up with me and my moodiness, and David Lee from the City Engineering Department. And then my crew, we put a ton of work into the stuff that you're not seeing. There's a lot of pipes and different electrical conduits and drainage and all kinds of stuff underground here that you can't see. And we did all that with our own city crews. So David Davidson, John Warline, Kevin Kesty, Jim Gutierrez, Brent Schiefelbein, Kelsey Tyra, Tucker Johnson, Tanner Trammell, Kerry Wayand, Blake Martin. And then I wanted to say also thank you to Ken and Donna Aldred who live on site here. And it's going to be up to them to make sure that this stays nice and well kept. So, but yeah, thank you very much. And I've had to apologize more than, to people for my moodiness a lot, Carl. I've been pretty, it's been kind of a stressful thing for me, but I'm glad it's done. So beautiful.
Well, thank you, Nathan. I mirror all those comments the mayor made and Nathan as well. And I just want to give a good shout out to Rotary yourselves because you're such a huge part of all of these projects that have been completed in Colville in my 17 years here. And I know it's been for decades before that as well. So thank you so much for your participation in these projects in the city. You really make a difference. I would say you're the best Rotary Club I've ever been around for sure. So this Memorial Park project, as Nathan mentioned, has been a long time in gestating, so to speak. And we're glad to see it come to nearly a completion. We're not quite there. We do plan, and by the way, we've got some hard boards that show that facility and others as well. But we do plan to build 2 shelters in the corner to the south of the playground area there. And I understand Rotary is going to take on at least one of those as a project here as well. So thank you in advance for that. We'll be partnering with you again, as we always do, on building these things. And by the way, I kind of think Nathan ought to be an honorary member of Rotary by now, don't you think? Isn't he the guy that you always call at all hours, by the way? But anyway, it's a good partnership, and I really appreciate what you all do. One thing about Public Works I've learned in my 40-some years of doing this now is that you're never done with a project, and when you do finally cut the ribbon on one like this, there's always another one that's in the planning, and we've got a number of them. I didn't bring everything that we do, but just concentrating on parks today. As the mayor said, there's been significant investments in the parks of this city. And that's because of the leadership of the mayor and the previous mayors as well. I know Keith is here as well. And Mike Anderson, very supportive of developing activities for the youth of this city. And it really shows and it makes a difference. You can just look behind you right now and see how the kids are enjoying this. I came out last week and getting ready for this and was just heartened to see how many mothers were out there with their children enjoying this new playground. And it's just an excellent result. But as I mentioned, we're not done yet. Mayor mentioned Olmsted Park. And I wanted to just show you, this is a hardboard of the area up there. This is Thompson Pond and the roundabout at the entrance to the Swift Center. We have basically this 12 acres that was due to the partnership, the Swift Center partnership between the county, the city, and the Port of Skagit and the state. That 12 acres was deeded to the city as a part of the beginning of the port's management of the facility. And so we have been planning, and the port is a part of this as well. They've committed $400,000 towards building this. And we have significant funds to go into this. It's over a $3 million project that we're going to build over a number of years at this location. We're in design right now and basically ready to go to bid as soon as we get the Corps of Engineers permit for it because of some wetlands in this site to build all the infrastructure for this facility, the paths, the utilities, the parking lot, things like that. The caretaker residence, which we will put in here, and another restroom facility on the site. Those things are funded. And as soon as we get our permit, we're going to be going to bid, hopefully this fall, and building that in 2024. We have several other phases, though. Another major one is to build 4 shelters. And I've got those detailed on this board over here if you want to look at those later. There's a couple of 16 by 16 shelters without any real amenities in them. And then there's 2 22 by 22 shelters that are ADA accessible and will have similar to our large pavilion down at Riverfront Park. We think this is going to make this a premier park. It's going to be an alternative to Riverfront, which fills up every summer, all of our facilities. And as we expect the two shelters over here will. So it'll be something that will actually generate revenue for the park system as well. And so there's another possible Rotary project for you down the road, just to kind of give a little plug for that. And we would love to partner with you on that. Some other things we're planning to do here as well. We don't have the funding right now to put the playground equipment in. And so Nathan's going to be writing another Resource Conservation Office grant for that particular project. And hopefully that will get funded in 2024 for a 2025 construction. One thing, you're probably not aware of it, although you do a lot of projects, but these playground facilities are just skyrocketing in price. Between the playground you see over here and the spray park, it's $500,000 of this project that we just completed here in those two things alone. And so those are very expensive projects. We're really grateful to the state of Washington and their Resource Conservation Office for making available funds to support that kind of project. And so we'll be writing an application. In fact, there's others that we do with them as well. Nathan just submitted one to refurbish all of our wooden structures on our various parks here, which need some loving attention. So anyway, an important source of funding. And we have $500,000 in RCO funding in this phase 1 project as well. None of this would happen without the support of the mayor and the administration and the council of Sedro Woolley, which gives us in Public Works and in Parks, Nathan's crew, the tools to build these projects. So we're very grateful for that and for Rotary's support in coming in and filling in the edges on things that we can't quite get over the hump. Thompson Pond is another exciting thing that's going to be happening up here. We've kind of got a pioneered in path around here that we've been working with the Wildcat Steelhead Club on for several years. And now the Skagit Trail Builders Organization is planning to go ahead and develop that to their standards like the ones they've recently completed up at Northern States. And we do eventually plan to put a fishing dock down here, an ADA accessible fishing dock, so kids that are impaired can enjoy the fishing that the other children currently can do by going around the trail there. So a lot of things to come on this park yet, and we look forward to your support of that as well. And that's basically all I had to say. But again, thank you very much, and I'm really thankful for this beautiful day we've had to do this.
Thank you, Mark. So we're going to do the ribbon cutting, and I believe we want to do it with the children in the park in the background. So maybe we can all kind of turn around and we'll take the ribbon over there and do that. And Nathan and Mark, you would come.
Yep. So I'll have to kind of like point it down. Okay. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Christine, you should be in there. Get up there.
That slides, doesn't it?
Throw them off. Okay, we're gonna, I guess as people trickle in, Chad's going to find them. So we're gonna move on to Sergeant of Arms.
Okay, first order of business is I have a fine to give out. Somebody littered. and left their keys up here. So you made us a lot of money today, Louis. That'll be $3. $3. Yeah. Eric and Tim, could you help pick up money too? Okay, I didn't know I was going to be sergeant in arms today, and Eric wrote out these questions, and I knew he was younger than me, but didn't realize how much younger because I forgot my reading glasses, and this is a very small font. So today we are doing special ribbon cutting for Memorial Park. Oh, these work great. We'll start right here. One city in Washington made the top 10 in the country for most splash pad parks per 100,000 residents. Which city was it? Is that your table's final answer? That's Spokane. $3 a piece. We're making money today. What major city in the United States has the most splash pad parks per 100,000 residents? Orlando's your final. That's Boston. $3 a piece, please. Okay. Memorial Park commemorates the veterans from Sedro Woolley of the Spanish-American War. Can you tell me 2 of the 4 countries where the war was fought? Is that your final answer? No, it's Cuba, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines. We're making money. Let's see. Okay, what future president fought in the Spanish-American War? There you go. Gave you guys an easy one. Yeah, that's only $1 a piece for all you. Okay. I'll give you 1 leeway here. How many parks are there in the city of Sedro Woolley? Nothing. I didn't write these questions. I'm just reading it. 12. Bingham, Denny Imberg, Hammer Heritage, Harry Osborne, Lions, Memorial, Metcalf, Olmsted, Polis Promenade, Riverfront, Winnie Hauser, and Reed Street's a future one. $3 a piece. No. Frank, that's $2 for coming in late. The Olmsted brothers designed the grounds of the Northern State Facility. They were also responsible for designing the grounds for many famous and wonderful parks, park systems, and university grounds. What is perhaps their most famous park? The mall? Central Park is the correct answer. Yep. Yeah. So $3 a piece. Possibly. Yeah, that is another $1 for arguing. Yeah. So now it's time for Happy Bucks.
I have a happy 20, even though we didn't win. Christine and I did it. We had a good time and we had a good showing. So thank you for Christine for being my partner.
At the golf tournament. David?
So this is an exciting announcement and also a happy $6. I got a call from my sister last night, Barb Gurney,
who's on the Burlington Edison Alumni Foundation board. And that's the group that administers Brian's scholarship. Burlington's playing Sedro Woolley here in a few weeks, and the Burlington Edison Alumni Foundation is putting together a Woolley basket, which means David Bricka is putting together a Woolley basket that's going to be raffled off and presented at the game. And the funds are going to be donated to the Sedro Woolley Alumni Foundation. How cool is that? So I just want to let you know, tickets will be sold at the game probably before, but we're going to put our heads together and really come up with a really nice basket for that night. So there you go.
I got a happy 5 for an amazing trip to Dublin. Unfortunately, I was not able to connect with John and Sylvia for the bar crawl. Sorry, next time for sure. I got an extra 10 just because I want to do a little bit of a plug. My little sister quit her job and traveled the world for a year. And she just published her book. I bought 4 copies. If anybody's willing to make at least $5, $10, $15 donation to the club, they are signed. Is anybody interested in reading my sister's book about her travels around the world? Anybody? Okay, if anybody is interested, come ask me. Just, make a small donation to the club.
So happy 5. We survived our Europe trip, though in Norway, coming down that river that we rafted down, I wasn't sure several times, but we had a lot of fun. It was a great trip.
Josh? I got a happy 5 here. This year's salmon barbecue was a good one, right? And special thanks to most everybody sitting at this table. Actually, that's most of our committee right here. So that's why I sit here. I got to rub elbows with these guys and keep them happy, and so they can help me out again next year. So anyway, we had a great turnout. Thank you for the turnout. We had great weather, and the fish was really good this year. So I thought it was a good one. Thanks.
Thank you. Apparently, we cleaned our wallets with the fish. Hopefully, we won't forget it in the fridge. But I saved a couple of bucks. Happy bucks, very happy bucks. Well, our little granddaughter is now 7 months, and I had no idea how much fun it is to have all these videos. We have what we call daily dose of Maya, for courtesy of my husband. He coined that term. So we have DDM every day. We have a little video of what they are doing and what they're up to this today. So we are looking forward to it every day. And it's fantastic. It just gives us so much joy. And another one is, well, that one is kind of bittersweet. It's a job opportunity for someone, and we're hoping to find, we have a lot of resumes. We're hoping to find someone local. Susan, that many of you probably know, she's been in my office now for 6.5 years. She's moving on to a new position within Edward Jones, so it's a promotional move for her, but of course we'll miss her terribly. And we're looking for someone to take that position of branch office administrator. And it requires excellent communication skills and computer work and things like that, customer service, someone who is kind and caring. If you know of someone who would really love to have a career like that, please let me know, and I'll send you the link to apply online. Thank you so very much.
So first, I think we're buying a book. And second, last Thursday, we didn't get to go to the barbecue because we had our 30th anniversary at Country Meadow Village. We had a multi-chamber open house that David actually planned and coordinated, and it was the most amazing thing ever. If you guys ever need anything planned or coordinated, the man sitting next to me is the man that you want involved in it. It was fantastic. I was the bartender, and so as you can imagine. The drinks were fantastic as well, but everything was just amazing, and it was lovely. And we're really sorry we missed the barbecue, but it was on our calendar for a year, so we couldn't change it.
I'll throw in a few happy bucks too. Just September in Rotary is a lot of fun, and we do some cool stuff. And we were blessed to have beautiful weather this year for both our barbecue and our golf tournament. And it's just fun that we all get to do those things. So thanks for contributing towards next year's.
Okay, I'll Venmo 20 happy dollars too. I don't have cash, but 20 happy dollars. 10 of it is to thank Daryl for being my partner because he carried our duo. And thank you again to the barbecue committee because that was great. And I still have salmon and I ended up freezing it because I went home with so much fish. So thank you. Moving on, our program was going to, well, it was split between the park ribbon cutting and our budget. And because we are running a little short on time, I want to make sure that we give enough attention to the budget. So if you have a copy of the budget that Steve provided, you can gander over it and then we'll have a talk about it next week. So we're going to cut today's meeting short, but don't worry, I wrote a joke or I copied a joke from someone. But before I do that, I do want to say thank you to our guests. I think they're outside. Nathan, Mark, Chuck, Jan, thank you for joining us. And I don't know, did Keith and Wen leave? Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to Brian and his wife as well. So do we have any other announcements for the good of the order? Okay. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. The first little pig walked into a bar. He said, "Give me 5 beers." When he finished, he asked, "Where's the bathroom?" The bartender says, "Down the hall and to the left." The second little pig walks into the bar and asks, "How many beers did my brother have?" The bartender says, 5. He says, "Then I'll have 10. When he finishes, he asks, "Where's the bathroom?" The bartender says, "Down the hall and to the left." Finally, the third little pig walks in and says, "How many beers did my brother have?" Bartender says, 10. Third little pig says, "Well, I'm going to have 15. When he's done, he starts eating the peanuts at the bar. And the bartender says, "Aren't you going to ask where the bathroom is?" Little pig says, "No, I'm the little pig that goes wee, 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 wee all the way home."